Based on the trailer itself, there's so many possibilities. But there is one person I have my eye on the most. Or should I say, persons. Would you like to know who I am talking about? I bet the suspense is killing you. Just a tad. So I have a couple suspicions. I will talk about 3. I will go from least suspicious to the most suspicious. So let's just get right into it. So with Sam, they are playing around in the trailer rather harshly about Sam keeping her darkness a secret. We seem to be 50-50 on whether or not Sam gives in to that said darkness. I myself would be for it. She is not a carbon copy of Sidney Prescott. Let's face it, she is nothing like her. Sam Carpenter. She is her own character. She learned a very dark secret at such a young age, and she didn't handle it well at all. But it's understandable. It's a lot to take, especially at that age. She used substances to dull the pain of the weight of that dark secret. She then ran away, leaving her family, her sister, behind. Not even telling her sister why she was leaving. She thought she was saving everyone from herself, but really she was just being selfish. A characteristic that could slowly deter her into a darkened state. Learning only of solitude. What was she doing during the time she was away? What do we really know about Sam? We only know she was easily trusting some guy she barely knew to fill a void inside of her. So she is impulsive. She was taking meds, and Billy called them antipsychotics. We don't want to face it, but what if Sam decides to stay off of the meds because she would rather feel feelings without those meds? The meds keep her balanced, but without them, we don't know what she is capable of. I know. I am not saying that everyone who takes meds could go this route, but not everyone who takes meds had a father who was a serial killer. If Billy is capable of doing so, then why can't Sam as well? But just wait a minute. I am still hooked on the feeling that Sam will not succumb to the dark side until Scream 7. Perhaps she looks for Stu and they team up? I can't shake my suspicion of Dermot's character. He seems to go rogue a lot in the trailer. Why would he go alone where that shrine is located? He has police connections, which means he would be 3 steps ahead of any other Ghostface. Perhaps when they said that his daughter was killed in the past, it caused him to spiral out of control, using his tools as a police officer to his advantage. I mean, there is a shrine. He could have access to past evidence. Perhaps when he fell into the rabbit hole of investigating the murders, he himself was seduced by that same darkness. Maybe an outlet for him to unleash his grief and his anger. He's able to find Kirby because of his connections. Maybe they decide to team up. Kirby gets all buddy-buddy with the group to help them along towards his plan. or their plan. Dermot's character reveals that a year prior to the Casey Becker-Stephen Orth murders, there was an unsolved murder that had no leads until after Billy was killed by the hands of Sidney. There was a girl that was found alongside the road. There was no DNA to match until Billy was dead. So Dermot became a police officer to be able to catch those he could in fact catch. That year, when the Woodsboro Murders occurred, when it was revealed that Sam Carpenter was Billy's daughter, Dermot's character kept a close eye on her. When he found out how she killed Richie, he believed that Sam could turn out like her father. Outraged by the discovery, and yes, also hypocritical, he decides to go on a warpath against Sam. He creates the shrine to remind her of what her father caused, which leads them to a showdown. It's a far stretch, I know, but damn, is it a cool concept, to say the least. So we have the mysterious character, David. When I think about the trailer at the beginning with the badassness of the Ghostface in the bodega store, I think about who could pull that off. It makes me think David could. I think he could handle that gun, and he could take out those men who approached him with ease. Question is, what would be his motivation? Well, maybe David was studying criminology and stumbled upon the Woodsboro Murders. Maybe his obsession with wanting to know everything caused him to lose reality. He collected and collected, but it was not enough. So he went a little further. He talked with other people who shared the same obsession as him. He gathered a rather large group of people who were curious about taking it to the next level as well. David found that this group valued Billy the most, and David wanted that same love, so he thought the only way would be to be like him. So in comes the cult of ghost faces. David learns of the most recent Woodsboro murders, and that's when he learns about Sam, the living relative of Billy himself. David feels compelled to be near her, so he finds a way to befriend her. He wants her all to himself, so he must get rid of everyone else. His followers hunt the others down, and for the most part, achieve their mission. It then leaves Sam and David facing off. Who will win is the ultimate question, but we do see Sam with a mask in her hand, so maybe, just maybe, she grabs a trophy of her own. So those are my 3 suspicions. Some are crazier than others, but hey, food for thought. Fun part about Scream is all of the theories and the guessing. I can't wait to see what Radio Silence came up with. It's going to be a bumpy ride nonetheless. This is Carey Craves Cinema. Stay geeky for movies, my friends.